Do you know the ethics committee has put a stop to the programme?
No.
It was that damn TV show that did it. Shook their confidence. Not good for the Institute's reputation, got the letter this morning. No further human subjects are to be sourced until further rigorous evaluation.
So you've been kicked into the long grass then?
I'm afraid so.
Well, we'll have to do the best we can. So Jo was free. Free for the first time in her life. Free to do as she wanted.
Hey, how are you?
Fine.
Good. Have we met before? Like, I feel like we... No? Got really lovely eyes. No, you do. And the panda and the skirt and the sheet, the silver. Yeah, I like them. You know what? You. So beautiful.
It's no surprise to guess what happened next.
Does that mean that I'm your girlfriend and you're my boyfriend?
Well, enough about that. China might be a little awkward seeing as oh, good God, I'm there already.
Party? I'm so excited.
Yeah, we'll have a good time, eh?
Eddie will be so jealous.
Who?
Eddie the elephant, stupid.
Oh, right. Right. Tom! Tom! Hey! You will show anything in a skirt. What?
I need a week.
No way. Oh, come on, mate, she's fair game. She's just trash, mate. She even rubs your fucking muppet. What fucking medical muppet? I couldn't take that home to my parents, could I?
Come on, you're the closest, Dave. What are you looking at, you disabled bitch? Come on.
Well, I don't like her. I don't like her. Who does, eh?
Why would you
Who does?
say this? Come on.
Oh, close to game, I'm so sorry.
Get here.
As adults, we forget how hard it is growing up. But usually it turns out all right. And we move on. Jo started to hoard adult nappies. Her parents denied they were indices of stress. She was, they said, just being silly. Life just didn't turn out well. Her face never quite fitted. To make things worse, Jo's parents enrolled her into a mainstream school. Even John protested. What chance would she have there? Anyway, no surprises. It went very badly. She left after a term because she couldn't cope. Apparently, her happiest day was when she returned to her old special school. It's rather poignant, isn't it? Apparently, whilst there,
I filled in the missing numbers, Cappy.
basic subtraction. But she could at least succeed in something. Frankly, no one other than me wanted to listen. Even the local team for learning disabilities refused to see her, as far as they were concerned. Jo's treatment was supposed to cure her disability, and in spite of the clear evidence that it wasn't, they felt the referral inappropriate. Who believed it could possibly be going wrong? But the damage was done. Jo killed some seagulls at a beach and used their bodies to spell out the word why. Of course, it was in all the papers. Can't have that sort of thing happening here. Mug an old lady if it's a slap on the wrist, but harm an innocent animal, and you're a bloody monster. Why, Jo?
I'm sorry, Kathy.
It's too late now, Jo.
I was just so angry and so sad. Am I in trouble?
I'm afraid so.
Eddie the elephant said it was a silly thing to do.
Well, he was right. What did he suggest?
He said, I should talk to you. You're my friend. You know what to do.
Have you spoken to John about this?
No. He wouldn't understand.
And I would.
You're my friend.
Are you happy with John as your consultant?
I want you, Kathy, you!
Thank you. Thank you, Jo. I can't.
Why?
I can't be your doctor. I don't have the expertise.
But you're a doctor.
I don't know enough.
I want you!
Can't, Jo. It has to be John.
You told me I could decide and I want you.
I'm sorry.
Then why did you say it?
Shouldn't have. Look, only John knows about this. I know nothing. I can't help you.
So it's this. This is stopping you. I don't want this anymore.
Jo,
No! Really! I've had enough. I want to stop.
you know what that means, Jo.
It stops. All this. I can be myself. I will stop, Kathy. I've decided.
Have you told John this?
No.
Shall I tell him?
No. I will.
Well,
Good luck.
People can be real bastards, Jo. That's the way the world is sometimes.
But look at me.
Jo, you're a beautiful girl.
I'll always be seen as different.
We're all different. Nobody's perfect.
At least you can fit in. My face doesn't fit. It never has, it never will. I'll never be accepted.
I'm sorry you feel like this, Jo.
Can't you make me a friend?
Sorry, Jo. No.
Why?
I can't.
Why? You made me.
I didn't make you. It doesn't work that way.
But why?
I can't. I'm not allowed to until further evaluation.
That isn't good enough.
I have no choice.
I had no choice. You gave me no choice. Remember, none.
It's not fair.
Isn't it?
Your parents and the judge decided for you.
Then decide for someone else to be my friend.
It isn't that easy.
Isn't it?
Friendship has to be freely given, Jo. I can't make someone be your friend.
And you won't make another.
Don't like that phrase.
Will you?
Sadly, Jo, no.
Why?
It's just not possible. I'm sorry. It'll be a one-off for some time.
So that's it?
No. We carry on.
It's hardly a choice, is it?
What do you mean?
Do you know, I've often thought I just want to end all this.
Sorry to hear that.
Bit late now. Will you help me?
I can't.
Then what can you do?
I can't kill you, and I can't help you kill yourself.
I was happy before. Do you know that? Didn't know who I was, but I was happy. Then, all this. I just want to stop this, just be left alone, be who I was before!
Don't think of what you're
I
saying.
didn't ask for this, I didn't want it, I didn't choose it!
You couldn't, you were in no condition.
But I'm in the right condition now, yes?
Yes.
Well, I don't want this!
Joe, we did this for your best interest.
I choose to stop!
It isn't that simple.
Isn't it? You said I have control!
What are you doing?
I'm stopping!
No, you can't.
Stop!
Joe.
I don't want to stop! End it! End it! End it! End it! End it! End it! End it!
Joe, what have you done?
Now will you listen?
If you do have any questions, Andrew's over there.
Thank you very much for your perseverance. I'm delighted to say that the only thing that died was the battery on my camera. So I'm very pleased with that. The medical students from Birmingham University, ARTE, have done a wonderful job. They haven't actually started back at university yet, but they've come in to rehearse specially for this. And what we would like to do really is that I will be quiet in 2 sentences time, and it's hopefully an opportunity for you to open the conversation with the excellent student actors that we have here in order to explore their journeys during this process where the play has been put to rest and beyond. And thank you very much for your time today. Thank you. That's the next slide.
First question is, what year are you up to in your medical training? Just a quickie.
These 2 are second years, and the rest are third years.
Has the process of doing the drama changed the way you view your practice? Where you think you might be as doctors when you complete? This is a too hard question, isn't it?
Not at all. I think no. Yeah, obviously it has, because you it's different.
Maybe make us all think a bit more about making sure we get the same, make sure they into account what they really want and not sure what they're saying.
Sometimes you need to think as a doctor, I know what's best. A lot of the time you don't, even though medically you do know what's best.
And then can you let me go kind of like what we could progress with and how that aspects of this play are actually in like clinical situations and how those actually come home.
When we first performed it, there was quite a lot of, obviously the audience was predominantly medical students, and we left the same questionnaire out that you've been given there, and a lot of the feedback, especially from the audience members, was very much directed towards, how, going to see this kind of experience rather than having like a small group tutorial on it. It lasts roughly the same amount of time, but to be able to sit down and rather than just read a dry bit of paper and have a quick chat with some friends and a supervisor, it's quite nice to go and actually watch and hopefully engage in something that the cast has put a lot of effort into and they feel quite strongly about. And the feedback we got was really positive and very much, and it gave people quite a lot of time for self-reflection. So I think drama is a very important way, and workshopping these kind of things is also a lot of fun.
How much time, preparation is involved in preparing, say, this work? What sort of hours were you giving above your teaching or learning?
When we first did the show 6 months ago, Dr Rashid in the corner and myself directed it. and we rehearsed for. It was very tight schedule, wasn't it? It was about 3 rehearsals or 2 rehearsals.
3 evenings a week. Sometimes a weekend rehearsal as well.
Rehearsal about 2 hours, I think.
Yeah.
And we came. So I think we came for this particular performance. We came together at the weekend. Having not performed it since before Easter, which was interesting. And the guys did amazingly to just pick up the script and fill the lines with there because I had lost a few nights sleep.
That's the British director today.
So for today, I think you're looking at about 15 to 16 hours maximum, absolute maximum.
You do know that you should get an accreditation. You should be part of your medical humanities degree. I mean, because if you consider one case in so many different points of view, that is part of your learning, surely.
And I'm sure your Hull actually do have an accredited, although it's a negotiated module, that actually it does count. The learning is seen and valued as being such.
Absolutely.
Well, I think it's something definitely worth taking forward. The University of Birmingham has taught medical students for over 150 years. The abstract has all the student actors' names on it, and we wanted to make sure the students had an opportunity to be able to discuss afterwards. So this very point, which you say much better than I could actually be used on their behalf.
Yeah,
I think sorry, one of the best things I found was going to visit with Dr. Williams a child with sort of multiple disabilities, and 4 of us went, and we had a conversation with his mother and also with him. And I think that was just, acting is all very well, but we went and we actually saw someone in his own environment and how he was cared for. And I just think that was probably one of those the biggest learning experience, because I'd never seen someone like that, and I didn't really know how to handle it and everything, and how as a doctor you handle it, how as a mum you handle it. So that was really interesting.
And how do you deal with your feelings around that? Not you personally, but the group, because there's some quite strong emotions here.
I thought it was quite interesting because I was playing both times parts that took me, especially the second one, which was quite a malicious character. The first one was just sort of taken away. It's quite interesting from that point of view to see how some people react to disabling and how bad you feel that you're doing it, like acting it.
It's funny, the audience always laughs at different places when we do it. It's quite interesting. You can always judge maybe the stage of the training or something like that, and the places where they laugh. You should mention briefly that when we first performed it on Dr. Williams' suggestion, very, very commendable suggestion, all proceeds that we charged are very, very cheap, the ticket entry, but all the proceeds went towards raising money for a charity called the Thomas's Fund, which is a charity based around music therapy for helping children with special needs, which I'm sure Andrew will make a video later in the afternoon.
Going back to the point of children with disabilities, it's really hard to accept before you see it that anyone with profound difficulties can have a good quality of life. But we saw with Thomas that, in actual fact, thanks to Thomas's fund, thanks to Thomas's fund and other charities and other organisations and people that give a lot of time, these children can actually have qualities of life, and it's not all about just being able.
I just want to congratulate you in the way you portrayed the incredible depth and breadth of issues that were present in that script. You're right, you've got consent issues and the whole medical aspect and discussion as medical practitioners and the complexity of medical practitioners in making decisions. And then you've got the tremendous depth of family and the response and then the child itself as the patient being the center. The mask at the beginning was really, really effective. Thank you for that. Just congratulations on the portrayal of it. It really showed your depth of understanding of the issues that you were working with in order to put it across to us. So thank you.
Can I ask if it's changed your opinion about the use of arts then? Because the arts, in whatever form, is competing against the life-saving technology or the life-enhancing technology. So has it, I guess it's been good fun and there are lots of spin-offs, but has it changed as doctors?
Well, I think
Your
that's-
opinion of the arts and its role?
Yeah. I mean, as medical students, obviously, we're all about science and and so we're talking about that aspect of it. And the art side of it, I don't really know very much about, but we're talking about how to sort of, I don't know much. So we're taught all about how to cure patients physically and how to get them out of hospital, get them back into their homes. But then after that, if you get someone back into their home, very often that's where our role ends. And that's when the quality of life is what patients want. You don't, if you're going to be cured in hospital and then sent back to somewhere where you're depressed or you have no quality of life, and there's no real point, is there? So I think that's where the art side of it comes in the community, and I think that's like patient, it's the happiness factor, and people they need that to feel fulfilled, and I think that's it's key. Like without it, then there's no real point sort of just putting all these new technologies into place.
I have to say you know an awful lot. Because it takes a lot of people a long time to realise that's just that.
Could I just ask you what how this experience runs alongside any training you have in medical ethics in a purely kind of cognitive way, looking at the philosophical issues? And I mean, how big a part of your training as medical students is medical ethics? I mean, is it optional or is it?
First, no, there's no option. For the first few years, we're given quite an extensive amount of ethics training, and because at least, and there's 2 out of 8 modules a year, are purely based around sociology, ethics, and we, and as well as law.
One of the reasons I asked that was because you've got in there really quickly about ethics and medical ethics, and then everybody laughed, and I was wondering what the general attitude towards medical ethics is in comparison to your clinical studies.
Yeah, a lot of people do have a really good attitude towards it. It's a bit like second language, especially specifically with science. A lot of people see it as something you have to do. I think that's like doing this, it's made us appreciate more.
We learn how the arts can do that, learning risk and like learning about ethics, we really get stuck in this. And I mean, there's a certain amount from lectures about the ethics that you can see it as something that just you have to go to, and you're not really focused on it. When you get involved in something like this, you're forced to, and it
What the person's actually meant to do is so far removed from actual clinical practice that doing something like this is brings home the fact that we will actually have to make these decisions in the future. Maybe not as everyone's going to do, but definitely register us.
Would you advocate then that this kind of becomes part of experiential learning? Because again, I'm picking up that your medical ethics training is mainly sort of lectures.
We do. Just in defence, we have a lot of small group-based seminars, and I'm not quite sure when it gets to how it works when it gets to more senior years. I'm not but we are actually giving quite a lot of communication skills training these days. It's quite shame.
Thank God for that.
And they do have a lot of very kind actors come in, and like we have role plays, and they set up all kinds of horrendous scenarios. It's quite high pressure. And people sit around, and all your peers, you're sort of earmarked on how you do, and then you sit around and have a discussion. So you've got to be able to take a bash in the face pretty well from your peers. And also last year, there's a day when a very nice organisation, I can't remember the name of a community of people with special needs come in and offer us the opportunity to ask some questions about their quality of life and their carers as well.
And there is small sections
Just picking up on that point, have you noticed any difference in your experience of this compared to when you were doing those role plays where the peer assessed?
This is definitely more fun.
Right, more fun, yes. And
the scenarios are perhaps less extreme. I mean, they're much more. We're not thrown in right at the start and told break the news about a terminal illness to a 25-year-old mother of a 3-year-old child. It's more. It's a lot of it's actually communication issues. People don't speak the right language, and it's being able to make people think.
this is you're actually taking on the role of people within the situation. So I think I've learned to empathise much more because I've had to learn how. You've had to learn what family situation is and how they cope with this on a more day-to-day basis. And I found that I've empathised much more with that as opposed to just being a doctor and coming in as.
My question was wanted to know what attracted you as first and second year medical students to the project in the first place. I mean, my understanding of medical training is it's an exhaustive course, but you have no time, and now you take on doing drama.
I think you need to do something other than the just the course to keep saying it's sort of 9 to 5 and there is work, but you have to even off and draw your own details.
I think people think it's much more all-consuming than it actually is. I mean, it can be, but as long as you stretch your time.
I mean, there's so many different societies that the medical set up. Everyone does something every week, and most people.
You find that the more busy people are, the more chance there is of doing something else. Actually, it's a funny law, but the people who are manically busy all the time are the ones who will say, yeah, I'll do that.
They tend to do the best.
And they tend to get it.
I'm really sorry to interrupt, but I'm afraid we're running a little bit beyond time. So I think we're going to have to leave everyone to lunch. So if you can.
I appreciate your question about the feelings. They didn't get answered.
I was going to push the issue.
I know. I'm glad you did. I think it's
I think that's the Parliament that needs this. And because if you only review your duties litigation, then that isn't
on my interest is of actors, but they are very processing emotions after a performance. I feel the same for us with them play as well. And I've been there one time they could
and I mean they're handling with there were issues. There feels like there's a part 2 on there. There's dealing with that sort of omnipotence, that sort of power, that sort of control, whatever role they also whether it's mother nurse versus.
Yes, and it's interesting, the questions here actually are very focused on Joe, but I feel the questions should be much more about all the relationships between different parties.
And what is it about, where is their wounded healer? How are they accessing their wounded healer?
Yes.
That notion of very good point. Then being damaged in some ways and how their relationship.
Yes, that's very
helpful. Are they taking care of themselves? So for me, I know that there's a cognition here, but he actually led medical students setting up skill and help in working dramatically. And the only rider is that they have to do it related to a disordered disease, whatever we mean by that. And I saw in July a young black doctor who did the most stunning performance of Ahmed post and his interest in Parkinson's and what it actually did, what he found out about it, becoming and doing a monologue and character building, was utterly fascinating.
Is that Nick Rowe?
That's Nick Rowe,
right,
yeah.
I've only met him for the first time about a week ago.
Yes, he's, Nick and I trained together, that's how, so we, as drama therapists, and so we're both interested in the application, applying each of them.
And what I would do is, if this was done, go to medical school.
Yeah, we can't do that.
How do you like that?